Hi, Alice here. The outer bands of the next hurricane have arrived, and it's a gentle rain. Just wanted to share with you the impact of all this rain that we've had. This is hurricane number 3 in the last month, and there's flooding occurring in the streams and the rivers in my area. Wanted to show you the impact of the flooding on the trees that are in flood zone area and what it means when they have this kind of flooding occur. There are three aspects to the damage to the trees, and I'm going to go over those. I wanted to stop at the public boat ramp, and it's right at the border between Georgia and Florida. And I had seen on the weather reports that we were under river and creek flooding. I wanted to see for myself, and this is the Withlacoochee River, which is up here in North Florida, right at the border between the two states. And this is a ditch, and the water from the river is all the way here. You can see trees. The water is up to the canopies, the beginning of the canopies of some of the trees. The end of the ramp is completely submerged. That's the main bridge that you drive over when you go from Valdosta to Madison, Florida. You can see floodwaters in the distance. Under the bridge, there's a white streak, and that's the flow of the river. So the riverbanks are flooded up to this point. Going across the Withlacoochee River, and all the land here along the river is flooded. It comes up pretty much to the edge of the bridge. We've been here almost 3 years, and that's the first time we've seen anything like that. I talked with my friend who's a botanist about the extent of the water around the trees. You'll see the level that the water is. Many trees that grow along riverbanks where it floods frequently have adapted to short periods of flooding. However, long periods of flooding, and this area has been flooded since 2 hurricanes ago, so almost a month, can have a significant impact on the ability of the trees to survive. There are three things that can happen to damage the trees and cause their death. First is trees require oxygen, and they rely on their surface root area for oxygen. When that is covered with water, then the trees have no oxygen that they're able to take up from the roots. The second thing is that the flow of the water across the roots over a period of time can actually wash soil out from underneath the roots and destabilize the trees, and the trees can fall over. There's not enough soil to hold the tree with its canopy in place, and they fall. You frequently see that along riverbanks where trees have toppled over. And the last aspect is that when the water is as high as the level is along the Withlacoochee River, and it's as high on the tree, the bark can be damaged significantly. The tree requires the bark for protection. I came back to the boat ramp to see what had happened since the big flood that we had. After I was here, we had a rainstorm and we had a half an inch of rain, and then another hurricane, but that came south of us. Our area got 2/10 of an inch of rain, and that was a week ago. Since then, the water has receded and is back in its banks. I was curious what was going to happen to all the flooded area. As my friend the botanist said, the cypress trees, looks like one growing here, can stand periods of flooding, and other trees, if they're adapted, maybe those on the other side of the bank are adapted to infrequent flooding along the Withlacoochee River. So everything is back within the Banks River. It would be considered high, but the boat ramp is available for public use and the water has gone. So I'm walking back. The boat ramp was flooded and I could not access this area, which you get to by driving underneath. The water had flooded all of this area. It was underwater. I will come back again and see if some of them are going to die. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, thumbs up are always appreciated. Comment if you have experience you'd like to share. Some additional videos if you'd like to watch further information. Subscribe. Garden Yay! See you in the next video.